Well, I want to be careful not to be super critical of the seminary. It's easy to be critical of seminaries. The fact is, seminaries can't teach you a lot of stuff, and it's not the seminary's fault. Much of life and ministry is learned in the local church. There's a certain need for the seminary. There's certain things that these professors who spent their lives in particular subjects can teach you, but they can't teach you until you have to experience certain things like criticism in a local church. I remember going to my first pastorate, and I am so ready to defend the inspiration of Scripture, the historicity of the resurrection, the doctrine of the Trinity, and the only problem is nobody wanted to talk about it. Nobody wanted to debate it. It was questions about the parking lot and having proper resources in the bathroom, and this didn't make it into the bulletin, and it's really hard, especially for guys who were somewhat successful in life, high school, maybe college, and especially if they're like the golden boy in seminary, and then they go into a real life church and just nobody's impressed, and you start getting criticism. And if you haven't had experience of that sort of opposition, I don't know how you really prepare someone for that. We probably need to talk more about it in seminary, how to deal with conflict and disagreement. But you really learn. I think you learn how to manage that, how to deal with it, how to minister through it, only by being in it. And the same way for weekly preaching, it's really you have to be in the grind to understand some of it. Only preachers know certain struggles that preachers have. The degree of exhaustion you feel after preaching, there's I don't know what you would compare it to. It's so unique. The pressure of being ready every single week. I tell our guys who want to turn in assignments late, I'm like, one of the reasons I want you to turn it in on time is this is practice, because you can't do that on Sunday morning. You can't show up and say, oh, I'm not ready yet. You've got to give them what you have. So that grind you can't really teach. You've got to be in it. The conflict, you got to be in it. And other facets of ministry. One of the things that's a real eye-opener, I think, for new pastors is the emotional roller coaster that ministry is. And sometimes it's within the same morning. So you can have one meeting and just be seeing great fruit in some area of ministry, and the next minute you're counseling with someone who's been abused by her dad. Or you can baptize someone, and then Monday you're going to do a funeral. You can do a funeral and a wedding the same day. That sort of up and down, you can't really teach that either in a seminary. You can try to tell guys get ready for it, but it's learned through experience. And so I think some of the stuff that seminary can't teach is not the seminary's fault. We're going to learn it by being out and doing it.